Orcas wearing salmon as hats, a mystery. Resurfaces orcas off the coast of Washington state have revived a peculiar behavior first observed decades ago, balancing dead salmon on their heads. Despite decades of study, scientists remain puzzled about why they do it. In the Pacific Northwest, this quirky trend was first documented in the 1980s. Last month, researchers and whale watchers spotted orcas, Orcinus orca, in South Puget Sound and near Point No Point, wearing salmon on their heads, according to Live Science, November 27th. This marks the first reappearance of the behavior since the summer of 1987, when a female orca off the west coast initiated the trend. Within 2 weeks, her pod members began mimicking her, transforming salmon carcasses into matching headwear. The behavior faded within a year, and researchers are unsure if the current sightings will lead to a similar phenomenon. Some scientists speculate that orcas participating in this fad may be individuals who experienced it firsthand nearly 40 years ago. It's possible that a few of the same individuals who engaged in this behavior back then are doing it again, said Andrew Foote, an evolutionary ecologist at the University of Oslo. Deborah Giles, an orca researcher at the University of Washington, describes the salmon hats as a textbook example of a fad, a behavior that originates with one or two individuals and is temporarily adopted by others before disappearing. In the 1980s, the trend lasted only 1 year, vanishing by the summer of 1988. While the exact motivation remains unclear, researchers suggest the behavior might relate to food availability. Currently, South Puget Sound is teeming with chum salmon, Orcinus keta. Orcas may be balancing salmon on their heads as a means of storing food for later consumption. Orcas have been observed storing food in other ways. Giles and her team previously documented orcas clutching large pieces of food under their pectoral fins or holding them tightly against their bodies. However, since salmon are too small to secure in this manner, the orcas may have opted to balance them on their heads instead. Advancements in technology, such as drones equipped with cameras, could allow researchers to monitor this behavior more effectively than in 1987. Over time, scientists like Giles hope to gather data revealing how long orcas balance fish on their heads before consuming them. However, if footage shows orcas abandoning the salmon without eating them, it could challenge the food availability hypothesis and deepen the mystery behind these unusual hats.